Namaste. Sarvebhyah Swagatam. Let us begin the session with the Prarthana. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guru gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guru gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. Today we have entered the session 9th. Okay, so we are going to continue with our abhyasa that was left from the previous lesson, and then we will go to today's lesson. Okay, we will quickly complete this thing. Okay, so we'll call the names and those people will unmute themselves. Please don't unmute at once. Okay, we will not do that this week, this time. So let me just start it. Okay, first, the first sentence is you single say. Dr. Surya Narayanan.
Namaskara. This is my first class, Bhagini. I have to translate this into Sanskrit.
Yes, Sanskrit.
Okay. You is tvam. Say tvam vadasi.
Vadasi, correct. Yeah.
Dhanyavadaha.
Then Praveen Kulkarni, you too live. So vas or jeev, anything. Okay, Amita Bhargava. Okay.
I am there.
Yeah.
Yuvam vasataha.
Again, please.
Yuvam vasataha.
Yuvam vasataha. Correct. Yes. Next. Okay. Tell the other two vachanas also.
Tvam vasasi. And
vasataha.
Vasasi vasataha vasatha na. So tvam vasasi, yuvam vasataha, yuyam vasatha.
Correct. Okay. Thank you. Next.
Thank you.
You plural right, Annapurna.
Ram Bhagni.
Ram.
Yuyam likhatha.
Yuyam likhatha. Yes. Tell the other two vachanas.
Tvam likhasi. Yuvam likhatha. Yuyam likhatha.
Next, Shiva Swami Bhrata. I'm calling you singly by name, Kshamaswa. So please, G or something like that. You're all like from different lines, and I'm sorry. Yeah. So
I run. Aham dhavami.
Okay.
Vayam dhavavaha. Avam dhavavaha, vayam dhavamaha.
Right, correct. Somehow the sentence is not coming. You are right. Okay. Next, Abhijit Mandal. We too here.
Vyam shunavaha.
We too.
V2 is avam. Sorry, avam shunavaha.
Shrunuvaha. Okay, avam shrunuvaha. Shunvaha. Okay. Shunvaha, Shunvaha. Shunvaha, Shunvaha. Check. Okay. Shunvaha. I'll just check it. Okay. It's not Shunvaha as far as I remember. Let's check and be back. Shunvaha, Shunvaha. So yeah, both are there. Shrunuvaha and Shrunvaha both are there. Right? So
Okay, thank you.
We go. Shashi ji. We many.
Vayam gacchamaha. Aham gacchami. Avam gacchavaha. Vayam gacchamaha.
Correct. Next, you too, right? Nataraja ji.
You too, right? Yum likatha.
You too.
You too also. Yum gacchataha.
Yuvam and right.
Sorry. Okay. Yuvam gacchataha.
Right is to lick.
Lick, okay. Yuvam likatha.
Yuvam likatha.
Likataha.
And please tell the other two also.
I'll try, man. What is the other one? Sorry. Once again. You see. Tvam pashya. Sorry. Yeah. Tvam pash.
Likha. Tvam likhasi.
Okay.
Yuvam likhatha. Yuyam.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Tvam likatha.
Tvam likhasi. Si tha.
Yeah. Yuyam likatha. Sorry.
Yuvam yuyam. Tvam likhasi. Yuvam likhatha. Yuyam likhatha.
Likatha. Sorry.
No problem. So, we will go ahead. You plural C. Kannanji. You plural C.
You tvam yuam yuyam pashyata.
Pashyatha. Correct. Without visarga. Right. Good. Next two vachanas.
Yeah. Tvam pashyasi. Yuvam pashyataha. Yuyam pashyata.
Pashyatha. Right.
Pashyata.
Amita Bhagini. You plural carry. Neenaya.
Tvam nayasi. Yuvam nayataha. Yuyam nayatha.
So the sentence for this is
Tvam
you
nayasi.
No, you plural carry for that, which is the sentence.
Yuyam nayatha.
Correct. Good. Yuyam vaha also, naya also. Okay. Naya both. Fine. So let us go ahead. Ganesh ji, we too sing.
We too sing. Avam gayavaha. Aham gayami. Vayam gayamaha.
Others should not tell. Only that person should tell. Aham gayami. Avam gayavaha. Third one is
Vayam gayamaha.
Vayam gayamaha. Okay. Right. Fine. Then Yasmi. Next, I eat. Ashok Bhrata. Ashok ji.
Khadami.
Aham.
Aham khadami.
Aham khadami. Please tell the other two also.
Avam khadavaha and aham avam vayam khadamaha.
Correct. Dhanyavad.
Okay? Is it okay?
Yes. Geeta Bhagini.
Aham avam vayam.
Correct. Yes.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste. Yeah.
I don't know, my intuition told me that you'll give me this.
I was looking for your name. You didn't raise hand, so I was thinking of scrolling down and looking for your name. Didn't you come?
No, Bhagini. No, there is a network problem always in West Bengal, so I find it very difficult to get connected. It gets disconnected and the problems, Bhagini. Kshamyata, you cook. You am. You are.
No, you am.
Pachatha.
Right.
You am pachata, you am pachatha. Aham pachami.
No. You am, and then?
You am.
What is
Basics.
the singular of it?
Singular. Tom. Twam pachasi.
Yeah. Twam pachasi. Correct.
Basics shape.
No. Please don't say like that. We sometimes get confused. Didn't I check for it? I didn't know. Shrunvaha. I got doubt. I checked that solid. It goes that way. Please don't.
No. Having got to higher ups, I forgot the basics. That's what.
Happens. We happen to. It tends to happen. No problem. Please don't say it. Okay. Yeah. So now we will go ahead with the today's this thing. Okay. Today's topic. So we are moving to next topic, that is Bhutakala. And one moment. Does anybody want to say anything? Okay. So Bhutakala and Dvitiya Vibhakti. We have two topics to cover today. Let us try to do the what do you call as some concept charcha, and then we will go to the this one. Okay. What do you call as the exercises? We have two things in this book. One is the explanation and then the exercises. Okay. So apart from the explanation of the book, I am given some liberty to present what I can. Okay. So I'm using it.
Mohdaya, Bhutkalas are many, no? Bhutkalas are many. So how, which Bhutkalas you are
Could you please let me speak, sir? Could you please let me speak? Let me just complete what I have to say, because others are saying that please don't entertain doubts in middle, but still I am allowing. That does not mean that you speak while I am speaking. Okay. If you want, you can write anything in the chat. I will check in time and reply. Okay. Right. So Dvitiya Vibhakti and Bhutakala are the two topics that we are going to cover. So the book has two things. One is charcha, one is some explanation, some introduction to the subject, and then we will have the exercises. So let us first have the explanation part done. The Anadyatana Bhutakala is covered first because the forms are simple. Okay. So we are now covering Bhutakala, means we are doing Anadyatana Bhutakala. The other two being Paroksha Bhuta and Samanya Bhuta. Okay, so they are different and we are not going to deal with that right now. For now, we are doing Lang Lakara. Okay, so I had told about Paroksha Bhuta and other things in the very introduction. Okay, so we have three Bhutakalas I have explained. If you have missed that classes, please go back and listen. So now we are covering Anadyatana Bhuta. Na Adyatana is Anadyatana, which did not happen today. So actually it is used, it should not be, but it is used like a Samanya Bhutakala also. So did you eat? For that question, we say yes, I ate. In English, there is only one past tense, but in Sanskrit, we have to think, oh, which past tense? So for that, it is Samanya Bhuta actually we should be using, but we say Anadyatana Bhutakala only. I neither say it is right, I neither say it is wrong. Okay, it's a practice that is going on. Let us not worry about that. Let us wonder about the forms and just go ahead with what we can do about understanding it. So first formula is Prakriti plus Pratyaya. We should never forget that there are two elements in anything. Okay, so the Prakriti in the case of a Kriya Pada is a Dhatu, and we are talking about Bhutakala, so we are definitely talking about Dhatus and Kriyas, not about Shabdas. Rama, Krishna doesn't have any, they don't have any Bhutakala or any Purusha, isn't it? So what contain the Bhutakala are the Kriyas. The Kriyas have the effect of past, present and future. So we are talking about Dhatus obviously. Then we add a pratyaya to it. Which pratyaya? Do we add supratyayas? No, we are adding ting pratyayas that are Purusha pratyayas we call in general. So Purusha pratyaya. Then there are ganas. The 10 ganas are there for each for all the dhatus. I'm not for each. Okay, for each there is at least one gana. Every dhatu belongs to at least one gana. Okay. And they apply to the dhatus. So for the Bhutakala also these dhatu ganas apply. Okay. So we have to see which gana dhatu we are using. Okay. Kaha ganaha dhatoho iti drishtva prayogaha kartavyah. Okay. Atmane padam parasmay padam ubhaya padam cha bhavanti. So there are also the padam or upagraha as it is called in the technical terms. It is called as upagraha. Okay, so upagraha means what? It is technically the padam, or we call that dhatu which has particular padam as padi. For example, a dhatu has atmane padam, we call it atmane padi. The dirgha e, okay, atmane padin. Actually, it's an innanta. Okay, then the dhatu which has parasmay pada is called parasmay padi. Okay, so the vyavastha itself is called atmane padam and parasmay padam. So some have the both of them, that is called ubhaya padam. Okay, so there is a concept that there is actually, please don't go for any differences in them for now. Okay, so atmane padam, parasmay padam, ubhaya padam have essentially to do nothing about the meanings why atmane padam and parasmay padam are there. Don't worry about them at this stage. If you want, I will quench your thirst. If you promise that you are not going to drag it longer, I'll just tell you some small theory behind it. The Panini himself in Ashtadhyayi gives the atmane padam and parasmay padam distinction, that some dhatus are this and some dhatus are that. Some dhatus in this meaning will be that. Some pratyayas will give this. Some upasargas will give this. Some dhatu in this meaning will be atmane pada, in this meaning will be parasmay pada. Like that he goes on giving. So why this distinction came, we don't know. So by the time of Panini it was there. So why are some dhatus ubhaya padis and why are some like this? So for that there is a theoretical explanation that long time ago, there was no distinction. All the dhatus were ubhayapadis only. So we could use them in the as per the meaning, whatever we want. Okay. So when the uddishta phala, the phala which is meant by the kriya is meant for the person who is doing it, it is atmanepadi dhatu. And when the phala is intended for some other person, it is called parasmai. So parasmai is for somebody else, the phala is uddishta, the uddesha of the kriya phala is given to other person is parasmai pada, and for the self is atmane pada. This is not there in English, so it is very difficult to explain. We have it in Telugu. I can explain in Telugu, but it will not help you all. I don't know Kannada. We have it in Hindi. I can suggest for you. They don't consider it as atmane pada, but yes, the sense comes that way. So khaya, khaliya, okay, gaya, galiya, suna, sun liya. So sun lena, kar lena. dekh lena, अरे तुझे देख लूंगा, मैं देखूंगा, मैं देख लूंगा. So this kind of thing, I mean, I don't know how many of you are aware of Hindi, but this is how it goes. But what happened? Kala Kramena, some got fixed to Atmanepadas, some got fixed to Parasmanepadas. So somebody asked me, okay, if this is the explanation, then what happened before Panini? There are before Panini many texts are there. Can you show me that some Parasmanepada dhatu? I mean, we see that some Parasmanepada dhatus pre-Panini were having Atmanepada forms and some Atmanepada forms, dhatus having Parasmanepada forms. We see that. So we call them Arsha Prayogas and we go ahead. Then I said this. Then they said, do you see that meaning distinction which you are showing? Then I asked some scholar. Okay, this is what all information I'm saying is after long discussions I'm telling you. So then the scholar told me, yes, the intention of the Vyavastha is like that, but now we don't find it, and we don't find it any time of the history, because somehow some concepts are only there as a namesake, only for a concept sake. So I don't want this explanation to be very taken very seriously. I want it to just to quench your thirst for now. Why is it all? People ask many questions. So many people cannot answer this. Many people just leave it or say something. There is no explanation like that. But for you, I am telling you, for all practical purposes, there is no difference between Atmanepada and Parasmanepada. But when it comes to Ubhayapadi dhatus in all the ganas, okay, we just tend to use this logic. So when the karma, the kriya's phala is uddishta for the karta himself. Okay, so that is Atmanepada. That should be used with Atmanepada termination. And the when the purpose of the kriya phala is intended for somebody else, then Parasmanepada. Like that, it is only possible with the Ubhayapadis, Ubhayapadi dhatus, but not for the Atmanepadi, Parasmepadi, because I will show you an example. Namati Vandate. Vandate is Atmanepada, Namati is Parasmepada. So we cannot say that Nama is done for others, the Uddesha is sitting with others, and Vanda is the Uddesha is sitting with the self. We cannot say that. The same thing with the Nandate and Modate. Same thing. Okay. So we cannot say that. That is why we should not speak of those things. Just for a theoretical sake, I'm just trying to tell. So I don't accept any questions on this. If you want, you can accept this theory. If you want any clarification further, I can give you, but not for discussion. This is not for discussion because it will go long and we will go away from our topic. For now, don't differentiate between Atmanepada, Parasmanepadas. Just use the termination. Now, how will we know which is Atmanepada, which is Parasmanepada? Then just go to the Dhatu Patha. There is one A written just beside the Dhatu. You take it as Atmanepada. Some Pa written Pa dot Parasmanepada. Some Pu dot Ubhayapada. So like that, you can just take it. And when it is Ubhayapada, you should write both the forms. Just use them naturally, as natural. Like as naturally as you use Namati, you can use Vandate. Don't worry about whether the phala is Uddishta for this. But when it comes to Hra Dhatu or Vaha Dhatu, which have both Atmanepada and Parasmanepada forms, then you can think, okay, is it being done by the, I mean, for the sake of the doer himself, then let me use Atmanepada. Like that, you can make the distinction. Okay. Now let us go ahead. Now the Artha. Okay, the Artha for this is Na Adyatana, which I have already discussed, which doesn't happen today, but apart from today, any other past. So today we will leave, and then like day before yesterday, then till Paroksha Bhuta we can use it. When Paroksha Bhuta comes at the Puranic times, okay, Puranic times, and when we were not there, Rama killed Ravana. We were not there when Rama killed Ravana. So we will use the lit lakara Paroksha there. And for the Samanya Bhuta, we use everywhere. Okay, the Lung lakara we can use everywhere, but unfortunately those forms are a little, people say they are tough, but actually they are not very tough. Avadit, okay, like that their forms are there. They are good, they are not that tough, but somehow it is made to sit in our brains that they are tough, we are not using them. That's why we started to use all. Instead of Anadyatana Bhutakala, if Samanya Bhutakala is introduced, we might have been grammatically very correct while using them. But somehow it happened that because of the ease of the forms and because of some kind of familiarity, like from lat lakara to lang lakara, we can switch easily. Maybe that's why it was introduced and people started using this like a samanya bhutakala. That's what I starting only I said it is neither correct nor wrong. Let's just go ahead. Okay. Now this is the artha. Okay. Now we will next go to the next rupa. So how is the rupa? How is the form? So whenever we learn a language, there are two things. There is a concept, there is a form. So concept I have told you. Now we'll come to the form. The form has the prakriti plus pratyaya. Okay. So there is in the starting there will come one adagama, one akara will come. Like we have, for example, pathati in the lat lakara. So this is going to be the base. Pathati is going to be the base. The lat lakara form will be the base. Then we will add one akara. Adagama at. At is the akara which we will add in the left side of the dhatu. And it will be always with the dhatu only. Okay. So it will be attached to the dhatu tha till there. And what happens in the right side, it gets half. Okay. What happens is ante lang lakara pratyaya. So in the beginning, the rupa, the form changes two ways. One is the adagama coming in the left of the dhatu, and then the right side part changing. The right side part changes differently in all the Purusha Pratyas. All the 9 Purusha Pratyas will be there. Okay, Purusha Pratyas 9. I mean 3 Purusha Pratyas into 3 Vachanas. So 9 forms will be there, which are different. They are not one. So Pathati becomes Apathat, Pathataha becomes Apatatam, and so on and so forth. That is for Parasmay Padas. Now we will come to Atmane Padas. Moda. Okay. So Modate is the, but Atmane Padas are not covered in this lesson. Let us just go ahead. When they will come, we will discuss that. Okay. Then there is no Linga Bheda. Okay. So we can happily use it for male and female, masculine, feminine, both, and neuter also. So that is not going to change whether Rama went, Sita went, or a Yantra went, or a Ratha went. It is not a matter at all. So the linga, for again I'm trying to revise the one point again and again, that linga is only for the shabda, not for the artha. That is why it does not make any difference whether the Padhati is a boy or a girl or a yantra. Okay. Right. So let's go ahead with the forms. So the ending forms will be t, tam, an, aha, tam, ta, ava, ama. These are the ending forms. Okay. So this is ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. You all know them. It's not just for a brush up. Okay. So these are called akhyata pratyas. The pratyas are these, the t, tam, an. Please learn them by heart. Okay. So there are always two ways of learning the forms. One is just going to this table and trying to attach the dhatus to them directly. Apatat, apatatam, apatat, along with adagama, of course. Will not forget adagama. Then, or we will do learn one full dhatu form like agachat, agachatam, agachan, agacha, agachatam, agachata, agacham, agachava, agachama. And then we will replace, we will go on replacing. So which part is dhatu is gach. Gum changes to gach. And gach is the form here. What we will do, a and ta remain the same. And we will introduce, for example, pat. We will introduce in the part of gach, we will say apatat, apatatam, apatan. Or we will introduce vad, avadat, avadatam, avadan. But be careful, be very careful with the anupurvi. Don't put anything extra or don't minus anything. Okay, we should be very precise while doing that. So you see gacha here, you put patha here. You see agachaha, there is a visarga, you will put apathaha. So which amsha is the dhatu amsha, which amsha is the pratyaya amsha, you should have very clear idea. Okay, so which one you are replacing? You should put this tam as it is. You put this as it is, the sma as it is. You should replace only this part. If there is a gacha here, take patha. And go on replacing the gacha with patha, vada, chala, hasa and all. Okay, so all the bhuadi ganas will be this form. All the bhuadi ganas, not other ganas. Other ganas have different forms. Please be careful with the ganas. That is why I keep on mentioning them. Okay, so this. So what exactly the change is happening from the lat lakara? Let us try to observe. the pratyayas. Okay, adagama, keep in mind, adagama is there. I am not speaking about that here because it is on the left side of the dhatu and it is difficult to show with. If I write atam, you will think that it is the pratyaya part. Okay. So the T, okay, T changes to T, Taha changes to Tam, Nti changes to An, okay, Nti changes to An. Gana is a Vikarana, okay, Gana means Vikarana, like the Dhatu Ganas, all the Dhatus are divided into 10 Ganas, okay, so the 10 Ganas are either called Vikaranas or Ganas. So the Bhuadi Gana, Adadi Gana, etc., their names. Okay, so that is how it goes. So this dhatu, these terminations and this formation like gachat, agachat, that is taken by the bhuadi gana, bhuadi, bhuadi. Okay, it's bhuadi, bhuadi. So bhuadi gana, the first gana. Okay, so it happens that the T, the pathati changes to the, and the C changes to aha, and me changes to ava, ama. The visarga is gone away. This is avaha and amaha. So actually it's ava, ama, again change. So you can just learn this table. I will add R here also. Actually it is ami, avaha, amaha. Then we should put both the places. Okay. Then if you observe the dhatu table wise with the forms. Okay. So this is how it looks. Pathati, pathataha, pathanti. Apatat, apatatam, apathan. Pathasi, patatha, patatha. Apatha, apatatam, apathatha. See, tam, tam. You see, there is only one dirgha difference. So let us be very careful with the forms. एक क्या होता है, चलो एक डंडा मारते हैं, एक डंडा मारने से it will change. Okay, एक डंडा निकाल देते, it will change. So we will not use that technique here. We should be very precisely using all these forms. Okay, then okay, okay. Before that, you observe this apathan, apathatta. So please be careful with this. Some people don't pronounce the Mahapranas properly. Then what happens? They say pathatta here also, apathatta here also. Then they are tending to miss the Mahaprana here or confuse here. Okay, and एक विसर्ग लगाने से क्या होता है? There's only 2 dots, but 2 dots will change the whole for scenario. Okay, it will make it past tense. So please be careful. Okay, though there is adagama for our help, when upasargas come, it is going to boggle our mind. That is why we should be very careful with the visargas as well. Sanskrit is a language of care. Every step we should be careful. Why doesn't it happen in English? If we change one small syllable, okay, one small vowel in this thing, dog and God, they tell the examples of these things, right? So when the consonant changes the place, it's going to change the whole thing. Whole word will be changed. So it happens in every language. But, bet, B-U-T, but, and B-E-T, bet. Okay, P-O-T, pot. Okay, so like that. It's going to make a hell lot of difference in every language. So Sanskrit is much more precise than other languages. Every language has it, but Sanskrit has it in a more degree. Okay, so please be careful. I can just tell you to be careful. That's all. Write and practice. See them, have them captured in your eyes and all. So don't be careless in these areas at all. Okay. Now we will move on to the Dvitiya Vibhakti, the next topic of today. And before that, I want to know if Narayanan sir and Vidya Bhagini have any doubts to ask. I'm just allowing them to talk. Their hands are raised.
Sorry, ma'am. My doubt got cleared actually.
Okay, fine.
No, I was wondering, agacha. I thought possibly it is like agachami or something like that. Between a and a, because a comes in past tense before and then that. So my doubt is also cleared.
Okay, fine. When the a comes, upasarga comes, then we will discuss that. Upasarga one lesson is there. I will try to clear your doubts there. Okay. So this adagama, that is why I told double that this adagama will stick to the dhatu itself. So after upasarga and before the dhatu, this adagama will come. But what happens with I will tell you right now. It's a small fact. When it is agachati, you want to make it past tense, then you are going to say agachat. That's all, because a plus
Can you project the examples once more before going to Dvitiya Vibhakti?
Yes. So when we add upasarga like a, which is going to confuse us with the adagama, then only one formula, the adagama, the at is going to be sticking to the dhatu. So the upasarga is going to come in front of it. When a upasarga and the adagama a will join, it will become a only. Okay. So when how many a's ever you add, it will become only dirgha, isn't it? So one dirgha akara, one hrasva akara will join together to become one dirgha akara. So agachat will be the form. Agachat, agachatam, agachan. That is how it is going to be. Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So for now, please be happy with this much, and I will show you with the formulas and all when that upasargas lesson will come. I have a very this thing. Like a very clear article written on this. I will share at that time. Okay. No. Okay, fine. I'm happy that I have unmuted you and let you ask your doubts. Fine. So then somebody's a classification of verbs according to their forms. Okay. So you're trying to answer the question, right? I got it. Now I think we can go to the Dvitiya Vibhakti. Right. So what is a Dvitiya Vibhakti? We have done Prathama Vibhakti in the last lesson. That was just a nominative case. Okay. So what is the Dvitiya Vibhakti Artha? What is the meaning of Dvitiya Vibhakti? I mean, Dvitiya Vibhakti is in the number, it is second Vibhakti, but what exactly does it do? It covers karma and other meanings. Okay. Please always remember, Vibhakti does not do only one work, it does many works. It does at least 3 works. At least 3. So we can largely divide them into 2 parts. One is Karaka Vibhakti and one is Karaketara Vibhakti. People call it Upapada Vibhakti, but I see that there is not just Upapada but also Upa-artha. So based on arthas also, there are the this Vibhakti being used. So what happens is, some words take Halana Vibhakti, particular Vibhakti, very precisely. They're very clear about what Vibhakti they want to take. They say, see, Saha comes and says, see, I'm not going to work with Dvitiya Vibhakti at all. I want only Tritiya Vibhakti. Then Tritiya Vibhakti says, okay, I understand you. So you come and along with your friends, you come, I'll manage. Then Saha, Sakam, Sardam, Samam, all these come and they say they are happy with Tritiya Vibhakti. They settle down as good friends. So they'll be going together wherever they go. Sometimes Saha says, I don't want to come. Then Tritiya Vibhakti says, okay, I'll carry your meaning even when you don't come. So like that, there are some adjustments and some friendships and some like what do you call them? Treaties, some kind of pacts in between them. Okay, so all these works Vibhaktis do a lot. Okay, so they work with the Karaka and sometimes they don't work with the Karaka. Okay, so the difference between working with Karaka and working not with Karaka comes with the connection with the Kriya. So when the Vibhakti is working with Karaka, then the Kriya is connected. When the Vibhakti is not working with Karaka, the Kriya is not connected. It is as simple as that. Okay. Now, when we come to the Karaka and Karaketara classification, the Karaketara classification has 2 things again. One is going with Pada, one is going with Artha. Sometimes Hetu Artha is there. So Hetu Artha is taken. Only Hetu Artha because of this. So there is Hetu is not a word. Like Saha. When the Saha word comes, it is going to take Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay, like that there are. So we will go to this by case. Okay, we can go to many things. Like even Dvitiya Vibhakti, I can cover the whole lesson with only that. But I'm trying to tell you only as much as you will be interested, as much as you can take. And let's not go to very high theories and all. Let's be happy with the little things and just work with them at this level. Then when the theoretical stage comes, of course, in the higher level, you will get all these discussions and all. So please excuse me that I'm just touching the subject and going ahead. Okay. So just was trying to tell what anyarthas are. One is karma. Karma is the main meaning of the Dvitiya Vibhakti, of course, when the Karaka meaning is there. So when other places where you don't find karma, don't be panicked. Oh, Dvitiya Vibhakti was karma. Where is karma in this sentence at all? I don't see it. Still Dvitiya Vibhakti is there. So still it will come. So that is Karaketara Vibhakti which is going on there. Okay. Now, what is a karma? Let us see what is karma. Karma is the place where the Kriya's effect falls upon. Okay, it takes the whole effect of the Kriya. Like somebody is reading a book. Okay, he reads a book. So what it reads? Who reads? He reads. He reads what? A book. So reads what? A book. So the reading effect is taken by the book. If the book is not there, he cannot read. So the whole that prabhava is falling on the book. That is how it becomes a karma. Simply go to the kriya and ask what. Catch its collar and ask what, it will tell you what. Okay. So eat what? Eat food. So we cannot say it in English because English language lacks the objective case. Okay. It has objective case, but it doesn't have object marker. There is no marker letter which says that particular word is an objective case, is in objective case. So it's only their places that decide whether something is an object or something is a nominative case and all. So Rama kills Ravana is a very classical example. Rama kills Ravana, Rama killed Ravana. So Rama becomes a subject and Ravana becomes object only by virtue of their places. And when we reverse it, it will change the whole history and change the whole mankind, humanity, everything is changed. Okay. Because I cannot even say that sentence. It is very sin to say that. Okay. So that happens in English. That's why. So in Telugu, we say we have the ni pratyaya, just for this thing I'm saying. So we say de ni. So that's very easy. That's very clearly expressing. Okay. So in Kannada, anna or something they say, na or something they say. So that will, for example, ge I know very clearly, ge. So ge, mane ge. So that is marking the fourth vibhakti. So there is a marker which will tell us that this word is this falana vibhakti. It is carrying it. But English language does not have that carrying capacity. Whereas Sanskrit language has it. So it's easier to explain things in Sanskrit rather than through English. Okay, English is a very bad option to teach Sanskrit actually. Because we don't get anything parallel in English, okay, except some concepts. So that exactly with karma, I cannot explain in English. So you have to understand that it's the object that takes it. So the boy flies a kite. Flies what? A kite. The bird flies. Flies what? There is no answer. So when there is an answer, it's a transitive verb. When there is no answer, it's an intransitive verb. The same concept is there in Sanskritam. It is like a sakarmaka and akarmaka. Okay. So all the dhatus, all the kriyas are not going to take karma. There are some kriyas which say, oh, we don't need karma. We are happy without karma. Actually, we are happy. Please don't disturb us. Okay. So such dhatus are called akarmaka dhatus, which don't want to get disturbed on the name of karma. See, everybody is not ready to take you, Miss Karma. Please go and get attached with other dhatus if you are happy with them. So this goes to other dhatus, please, sharanam, sharanam, please. Then they give her sharanam, okay, you please come. So we can express you. We are very strong and we can give you some place. So sakarmaka dhatus are such which take the karma, and akarmaka dhatus are those which don't allow karma to come at all. For example, he is sleeping. Sleeping what? No answer. He is sitting. Sitting what? No answer. Isn't it? So when there is no answer, they are all intransitive, they are all akarmakas. And when they are sakarmakas, they are of two kinds. Now this karma doesn't sit silently when it comes. It says some dhatus, it goes and it says, can you take one more karma, please? I don't come singly, I have another friend, you know, we both will come. Then this dhatu says, fine, what else can we do? When we have given you place, we have to give your friend also place. So there are two karmas coming. So they are called vikarmakas. Okay, but luckily there are not many dhatus who can do that. Many dhatus. There are only 16 dhatus which do that thing. They are all enlisted, very clearly enlisted. Thus these dhatus and their meaning, the dhatus which carry that meaning also take the vikarmakas. Okay, I'm just touching each topic very, very, very just touching and going ahead. Okay, so for one thing is akarmaka dhatus which don't take karma at all. The next thing is sakarmaka dhatus which take karma, and sakarmakas are two kinds, one karmad and two karmad. One karmad dhatus are called sakarmaka only, eka karmaka, and two karmad are called dvikarmaka. Okay, so such dhatus which happen. Right. Then what happens? This vibhakti pratyaya comes. Okay, so there is a vibhakti pratyaya which is joined in between one point got missed. So one vibhakti pratyaya comes to show, to express, to to do the abhivyanjana, to do the vyakti, abhivyakti of that idea of Dvitiya Vibhakti. So what it does is, it takes one syllable, one padamsha, one small bit, and says, okay, I am going to come and express you the karmatva or whatever it is, or the vibhaktitva. So vibhakti comes and expresses the idea of the karma and all. So that pratyaya is accepted by different words, okay, according to their endings. Like something is an akaranta, as we have seen in the case of the prathama vibhakti, the same thing is going to happen for the dvitiya vibhakti also. So let us see some words of that. Before that, we will see some more details of karma. So karmani dvitiya is the sutra. So the karma is taking dvitiya vibhakti. Essentially, but every karma is dvitiya vibhakti. No, in the kartari prayoga. But in karmani prayoga, karma can also be expressed by prathama vibhakti. That's a different case. We will come to that later. Okay. But every dvitiya vibhakti is not karma. Okay. That is, we should keep in mind. Every karma can be dvitiya or prathama, but every dvitiya is not karma always. Right? Please keep that in mind. So we find karma in Sanskrit mostly in these dhatus. Bhakshanarthaka, when the eating kriyas, the kriyas which eat, okay, which show the act of eating, they take karma by rule. Okay, we need a karma for eating. Actually, when I say I eat something. At least somebody's head I eat, right? Somebody's head is always there for me to eat. At least I eat that. Okay, some food, some fruit, I drink some water. So eat, drink, all this come together: water, juice, tea, coffee, milk, whatever. Okay, so some object will be there. So that object is the object. That object or the material is going to work as the object for this act, this kriya. Okay, then gatyarthakas. All the gatyarthakas in Sanskrit are bound to be dvitiya, in dvitiya. Okay, Ramah gramam gacchati, Ramah vanam gacchati, Ramah nagaram gacchati. Okay, wherever he goes. Okay, Ramah griham gacchati. That is going to be in dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. Then Shravanarthakas, we listen to something, okay, something always. We listen to a song, we listen to somebody's words, somebody's flashing, somebody's scolding, somebody's whatever. Okay, the boy listens to his mother's scoldings very regularly. Okay, so Shravanarthakas, the scoldings become the Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay, so when he listens to them. Then Jnanarthakas, something they learn. So they learn, they pick up, they understand. All these dhatus will take the dvitiya. Okay, they are bound to have some karma by rule. Okay, and many others are there. Then there are dvitiya bhakti pratyas. So for the akaranta, I am telling you, no. These are panini pratyas. I'm sorry. These are panini pratyas because I will cover the karantas just one moment after. So these ouches. So these are the Panini Pratyas, which we have elaborately discussed 2 or 3 classes before. Okay, the Su-aujas, Am-aujas, etc. So for the Prathama Vibhakti, it was Su-aujas. For the Dvitiya Vibhakti, this is going to be Am-aujas. Okay. Now we are entering the Antya Varnam Ashritya. Just I wanted to just show how the Dvitiya Vibhakti looks, and I have taken only Ekavachana here. So for the Akaranta Pullinga, it is going to take For the Akaranta Strilinga, it is going to take Akaranta Napumsakalinga, again. Ikaranta Pumlinga, im. And Ikaranta Strilinga also, im. And Ikaranta Napumsakalinga, I, not im. Okay, here it is changing. Somebody has said, why don't you take Vari? Last time they had given, I had taken Dadhi. They said, please take Vari kind of. I said, okay, Vari is a general, but actually many Ikarantas are like they go by Dadhi kind of. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Vari or Dadhi, anything is like, only some changes are there. And then Ukarantas. Ukaranta Pumlinga will take Ukaranta Strilinga also and then Napumsakalinga will take U, not in the Dvitiya. Please observe this. Okay. Then Rikaranta Pumlinga will take Aram, Pitaram, Mataram. These are going to be same. And R, this is going to not take anything Kartr. That's all. Okay. So the Ekavachana. Kartr, Kartrini, Kartridi. So in that it will take Kartr only. So Kartr can mean Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti both. In the case of Madhu also the same thing. In the case of Vari also the same thing. So the pratyas don't change when it is Napumsakalinga. Either it is Akaranta or Ikaranta or Ukaranta or any Karanta, even Halanta, everywhere it is going to be that the Napumsakalinga will not take any other termination. They have both the same. The three vachanas will be same like in the Prathama and Dvitiya Vibhakti. You all know this, but I just wanted to make it a point. Now we will come to Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam for Pumlinga Shabdas. Different Karantas you can see. Rama will have Ramam. So I want someone from you to read. Okay, so I'll call Bala Subramanyam. Bala Subramanyam ji, please come and just read this table for all of us.
Rama Akarandaha Egavachanam Vibhakti Am Egavachanam Dviya Vibhakti Ramam Hari
Vibhakti Rupam is Ramam. This is Vibhakti and this is Vibhakti Rupam.
That is then Hari Sabdaha Ikaranda E Egavachanam Vibhakti Im Egavachanam Dviya Vibhakti Harim Guru Agarandaha U Sabdaha U அப்புறம் வந்து ஏகவச்சனம் திதியா வந்து குரும் திதியா பித்ரு ரிகாந்தக ரு சப்தக அறம் ஏகவச்சனம் விபக்தி ஏகவச்சனம் திதியா விபக்தி வந்து பிதரம்.
Dhanyavada. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I'll call Annapurna Bhagini. Please just read this. Only the black part you can read in the table.
Rama Pratipadakam Rama Akarantaha A Dvivachana Vibhakti Au Dvivachana Vibhakti Rupam Ramau Hari Ikarantaha Antyavarna Ikara Dvivachana Vibhakti E Dvivachana Vibhakti Rupam Hari Guru Ukarantaha Antyavarnaha U Dvivachana Vibhakti U Dvivachana Vibhakti Rupam Guru Pratipadakam Pitru Antyavarnaha Rukarantaha Ru Dvivachana Vibhakti Arau Dvivachana Vibhakti Rupam Pitarau.
Very good. Well read.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Kannan Bhata. You can please read this table.
Pratipadikam Rama Antyavarnaha Akarantaha Bahuvachanam on Bahuvachanam Prathama Vibhakti.
Vibhakti Rupam.
Vibhakti Rupaha Am Bahuvachanam Vibhakti Rupam Raman Hari Ikarantaha Een Harin Guru Ukarantaha Gurun Pitru Rikarantaha Ru Run Pitrun.
Correct. Super. So this is how it is there, and please read these tables also in the same form. Okay, I wish I could cover all the tables with this kind of reading, but the time will not suffice. That's why I want you all to observe how these changes are happening. It is going to help you very much in your understanding of the vibhakti working and the rupas and the relation between them, which is a very essential part for your examinations. Don't just mug up the tables. Try to understand the patterns. That will help you, which I have explained very clearly in the last class. So I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so please watch these all these tables. Have a clear vision of these, and then you can without any difficulty understand. Okay, so for all the three lingas, I have tried to carry this thing. Okay, I have to change it here. There is a typo. Okay, so this is, and then coming to Asmad and Yushmat. So the last time we did the Prathama Vibhakti. Now we do the Dvitiya Vibhakti. So this is going to be Tvam, Yuvam, and Yuyam. Now it's going to be Tvam, Yuvam, and Yushman, and Mam, Avam, and Asman. Okay, so this is. Now we will go to the notes which is there in the textbook. I mean in the textbook it is there. So I request Nataraj Rata to please read whatever is there on the this thing.
Okay. Sah Ramam apashyat. He saw Rama. Balha kshiram apibat. The boy drank the milk. In the sentences, if you put a further query on the verbs saw and drank, whom and what, respectively, you get the answer Rama and milk. These responses are the objects. They are always in accusative case.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
Yeah, you would read the next. This.
Namaste. Example: Gajam, elephant. Object: Kapin, monkeys. Object: Sitam, Sita. Narihi, women. Jalam, water. Phalani, fruits.
So that is why a word OBJ is put here, because as I told you, there is no marker which will tell us. Like in Sanskrit, we have this thing and a n thing for plurals. We don't have anything in English. Okay, English is not that rich as Sanskritam to have so many pratyayas and all. Okay, so unfortunately, we have to just understand the concept and move ahead. Okay, I hope if many of you can follow the Kannada, if you know the Kannada this thing, then please relate your Kannada Vibhakti here and you can understand it easily. Okay. And yes, Yushman, Baha is there. Yes, the options are there. I didn't put them here. Okay. We can also put them. Asman, Naha, and Yushman, Baha. There is a, like for all the three, there is it. Not just Yushman and Asman, but we have that thing for both Twam, like Twa or something comes, and then Yuvam, Vaha. This is Vaha, and this is one more. I forgot. I'll just find out that. Okay, Avam is
Vam, Yuvam, Vam.
Vam, correct. Yeah, thank you. Twa, this is Twa, this is Vam, and this is Vaha. And in the same way, Ma. This is Avam is something.
Avam, Mam.
Ma. Oh, no, not Avam. Mam is
Avam, now.
Now, yeah, now, thank you. And Asman is Naha. Yeah, I always forget these, but these we use a lot in Padya side, so we remember it. Naha and Vaha, it comes a lot in Padyas and all that. Okay, so this is Vam and Now. Okay, so they come with the Dvitiya, the Chaturthi, and the Shashti Vibhakti. So alternative forms are there. So they help us in Padyas and all that. When composing comes now, they help us a lot. Okay. Thank you so much for making this point. Now exercises start. So we'll stop it here and we will do the exercises in the next lesson. Okay. So next we will meet on next Tuesday. So that day we will have this. So before we stop, I want to know if you have any doubts. I'm lowering all the hands. Please raise hands now if you have any doubts. Okay. Prabha Balaji. Prabha ji, please ask your doubt.
Beginning in that Dvitiya Vibhakti for Ma, the other alternative is Ma, right? Ma.
Yes.
Ma.
Ma, now and Na.
Dhanyavada.
Chandra Rekha Bagini. Yeah.
Ma'am, that Yushman has there's a typo error. Yushman Vaha. Yushman
is not typo error.
No, the typo error is in the U ki matra. Yushman is short U, no?
So yes, it's a typo. Oh, I'll correct it. Thank you. Sure.
That's why I noted this.
Okay, Yushman, fine.
I did not want to point out Vaha, but I wanted to bring your attention to that Yushman.
Yushman, fine. I'll change it. Thank you so much.
Typos
happen. Please excuse me for that. However hard I look them, they always miss my eye and. Okay, Kannan Bhata, you have any doubt?
Yeah, madam, you will be taking separately for Ganas. Actually, now we are continuing only Vibhakti. At Vibhakti, Gana is separate subject. No, you will be taking Ganas separately.
Actually, I wanted to cover them all in the introduction, but what happening was we are only having introduction classes. So I thought, let me begin the exercises. So then we missed the Ganas. Otherwise, I had it in my mind to cover them. Sure, we'll have it one day. Okay, I'll try to give you some idea about Ganas. Sure. Amita Bagini.
Just like Ashmat Shabd, does Yushmat Shabd also have two these things?
Yushmat Shabd also has got in the same places.
Swam will become Swa, Yuvan will become Vam.
Yes, that's there.
And Yushman Vaha.
Yes.
For Ganas and all that, probably we can have an extended class also. Maybe for another half an hour we can extend it and have it. Can we?
Sure. Yes. We will have it. So all these exercises you also can solve. It is in the very first stage. I think we don't need to practice in the class. I see you all that you are all already learned. Okay, so we can spend some time for other things. Yeah, sure. I'll bring in Ganas next week. Okay, I'll try to prepare something.
Dhanyawada, Bani.
Ashok Bhrata, please ask your doubt. Ashok sir, Ashok Gursurkar ji. Yeah, Shruyate, please.
कमी करते थे मला ते कमी केले ते
Oh,
पाऊस कमी केला I have got both in front of me now. So now
it's not speaking to me at all. Okay. Anything else?
Bhagini, there is one doubt, but it is not related to today's Vibhakti. But still, can I ask, or shall I ask later?
Please ask. Let me see if it's a small one. I'll try to clear it right now.
Bhagini, we have the Sambodhana Vibhakti, right? But say for example, for many these things we never use it. Hey, gachan, hey, this thing we normally use it as an exercise, but we never use it in practically, isn't it?
Yes, correct. We don't use it. True. And without it also the Sambodhana is there. Like without Saha Shabda, there is a Sahartha and Tritiya comes. Same way, the Sambodhana words are not used, yet the Sambodhanatva comes.
Then why do we have to learn it if we don't use it at all?
Oh, please don't ask that question. Of course, we should. That's a very wrong question.
Many times I wondered, Bhagini, we learn it, but we don't have to use it. We can't use it also. So I just wanted to know. I'm sorry.
Use it. We can use it. Yes, they are there. They're alternatively used and not used. It's not very particular that we use it. That's all. It's not that they are not used at all. They are used. Of course, they are used. Ai, bo, bhago, etc. They are used. They are there. Ai, aye, all this we see them.
Oh. Dhanyawada, Bhagini. Shamyatam, if I have asked you anything out of this.
No. That's a wrong way of thinking. It's not by asking you did not do anything. No, that's a wrong way of thinking. Okay, so why is it there? Why should we learn? Is not a right way of approach for a language. Okay, it's there. That's why we are learning. Okay. Many grammar rules I used to feel the same when I was an MA student in the Acharya Vyakarana. Believe me, many places, like even when I learned Telugu Vyakarana, like I hear from my friend, I feel like most of it is not applicable, relevant. Why are we learning all that? But when we approach the old literature, when we come across that word, so somebody said, okay, when I tried to compose all the Varnamala in one place, then I did not put Lukara at all because L is used only in one or two places. Why should I use it? Then they said, when it is there in the language, place you have to put it. So then I included likara also. Though it is used in one place, it is there. It is there. The fact does not change. That's why we have to learn it. Okay.
Satyam.
So, chat. Happy Holi. Okay. Happy Holi to you all. Okay. So we will stop the class here. If there anything else, you can raise hands. But still, I want to give time to everyone. If there still are anything to ask, you can ask. So let's stop. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् अस्तु धन्यवादाः सर्वेभ्यः हैप्पी होली होली पर्वणः
Happy Holi to all. Happy Holi to all.
Happy to thank you धन्यवाद
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಬದಲಿ